Hey, what's up, y'all? I know I said that I was gonna do a video next week, but I've been waiting for too long, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one now. I got a list that I made that kind of helps me, you know what I'm saying? Of just your regular symptoms if you don't really understand anxiety and you think you have it. First off, let me start by saying, make sure you go to the doctor first, you know what I'm saying? And rule everything else out. You know what I mean? But I got a little list of things that might ease y'all's mind a little bit. If you know you have any of these type of symptoms, you know what I'm saying? Because anxiety, man, had your body on 1,000. You know what I mean? And everybody different. Some people might have certain symptoms. Some people might have other. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. Start my little list or whatever. Some people have ringing in the ears. I ain't never had that, so I can't really speak on it that much. But just know if that's something that you have that you deal with, that's a very common symptom. Impaired hearing, I ain't never dealt with that really neither, but it's a common symptom. Blurry vision, insomnia, man, I had that every night. Every night I deal with that. Dry mouth, make sure y'all drinking a lot of water, man. Gatorade, try to stay hydrated, because that's a really big symptom too. Pain in the jaw, everybody know a pain in your jaw, that's associated with a heart attack. So you ever have a pain in your jaw but you ain't got no other type of symptoms behind it, your mind will play a trick on you. Everything is in your subconscious, you know what I'm saying? So just remember that. Sometimes I be feeling like I'm floating. That's another symptom where I could just be sitting somewhere waiting to get loaded, or at a truck stop like right now, and then just feel like I'm having an outer body experience. You know what I mean? Pressure on the ear, I never had that, but that's a common symptom. Feeling dizzy, from time to time that's happened to me. It's been a while, but that's a common symptom. Headaches, tension headaches, caffeine headaches. Migraines, just about every headache that you have from stressing, it's associated with anxiety and depression. Being a hypochondriac. If y'all don't know what that means always worried about your health. You know what I'm saying? Googling shit. Let me tell you something, stop Googling, because Google will scare the hell out of you. Damn, sorry about that. Google will scare you to death and have you thinking you got cancer and just everything out, Ebola, all kind of shit. So don't, you get a funny feeling in your body and shit, don't Google that shit, man, because that's the worst thing you could do, because then you're going to psych yourself out. And, just go to the doctor, you know what I'm talking about? The feel or need to be in control, you know what I'm saying? I catch myself doing that a lot when I'm driving, you know what I mean? Like, I get mad if somebody try to, cut me off, or, like I feel like I got to be ahead of the pack and I got to get to where I'm going when I'm in my truck. Excuse me. What else we got here? Hard, like very hard to concentrate. That's a symptom that that I deal with from time to time, you know what I mean? What else we got? Always constant body checking. You know what I'm saying? Like just checking your pulse, checking, your blood pressure. If you buy one of them machines or something, or if you one of them people that know how to do it without the machine, that's a symptom. You know what I'm saying? Of just high anxiety, always worrying about something that can go wrong with you. Afraid of being alone. That's one of my big time problems. It ain't got nothing to do with being in a relationship or nothing. Just being by yourself and afraid that something gonna happen to you and ain't nobody gonna be there to help you or be there with you to go through it with you. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel that one. A lot of people are health nuts, which is a good thing, but a lot of people go overboard with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have anxiety, afraid that something gonna happen to them, so they constantly working out and starving themselves and on the treadmill or lifting weights, or like that's all fine and dandy. And that's good to be taking care of yourself like that, but some people go overboard with it. You can really hurt yourself. So just be careful with that. Take your time and go at your own pace. Your body knows, you know what I'm saying, how much it can take. Waiting for or fear of like impending doom, like just all, you know, you get this feeling like this adrenaline rush, like something gonna happen to you, and you know, usually nothing's gonna happen, but when you know that feeling you get when you about to, you know, when you was younger back in the day, you was about to get in a fight and you get that adrenaline rush, you know, well, you about to fight, so you know what's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? Because you about to fight. But this particular situation, you ain't about to fight, you just have a rush of adrenaline that comes through your body for no reason, and you don't know what to do with it, so you get scared. They call that flight or fight, you know what I'm saying? Your body is preparing itself to, you know, fight or run away, you know what I'm talking about? I've done that a lot of times, but that's a normal symptom. The biggest one, fear of dying, you know what I'm saying? I think we all fear that, anxiety or not, you know, that's a part of life, but you know, you don't want to concentrate on that all the time. A lot of people that suffer from any type of anxiety, that's a big problem for them. You know, always thinking about death when you got so much life ahead of you to live. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. Fear of being in public places, I'm iffy with that. It just depends on where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm keeping it all the way 100, like if I'm at home with my people, I'm somewhat comfortable, but you know, if I'm somewhere else and I step out, you know, say I want to go to the club or go get a drink or hell, even go to Walmart. If it's not a Walmart I'm used to going to, sometimes I bug out. If I'm around a bunch of people I don't know, I'll bug out. You know what I'm saying? Like I just, you know, I won't show it, but on the inside, it's eating me up. You feel me? So that's normal, common. Always being self-aware, that's common. Feeling helpless. That's kind of iffy with me. You know what I'm talking about? Nikki Nicole asks, I'll call you back. Depression, that's a real big one. That's common. Crying all the time. I can't say I cry all the time. You know, I've had some moments where I done been in my feelings about some shit, and I might have shed a tear too, but you know, I'm only human, you know what I'm saying? When you depressed and going through anxiety, your emotions are already on 1,000 anyway, you feel me? So that's pretty normal for a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Always moody, like in a bad mood, snapping all the time, just emotions on, like I say, 1,000. Heart sensations, heart palpitations, you know what I'm saying? Something that you normally wouldn't have picked up on back in the day, but then you know the older you get, you could just be chilling, you feel like your heart skip a beat or your heart start beating fast, and it just plays into your subconscious, you know what I'm saying, to your mind. But that's a normal symptom, so don't, you know what I'm saying, don't freak yourself out about that. Burning sensations on your body, I ain't never really felt with that. Maybe with heartburn, like on my chest if I eat something spicy or something like that, but that is a common symptom for a lot of people. Chronic fatigue, man, I go through that shit every day. You feel me? Every day, man. I can't sleep at night, and I get up super early, and I just be tired. Like right now, I just drove 700 something miles, and I feel like I just got this boost of energy out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But that's a common symptom. Electric shock feelings, I ain't never really had that. Maybe a couple times, but not to the point where it didn't freak me out, but that's common and it freak a lot of people out. But that's a common symptom, so you know, don't stress yourself. Restless leg syndrome, I ain't never had that, but that's also common. Decreased energy, which is pretty much the same thing as fatigue. Muscle tension. If you suffer from anxiety, you ever wonder why you have like this pain in your back and in your chest, your arms, your shoulders, you know, that your muscles. And a lot of times when you're going through a panic attack or anxiety or just in a situation, you tense up and you don't even realize that, like, all right, like I'm holding my arm up like this, you know what I'm saying? Like you do that for a certain amount of time and then put your arm down and about an hour go by, your shoulder sore all of a sudden, you don't know why. and then you start freaking yourself out. But you got to remember, you know what I'm saying, like when you in a certain situations, you know, we always tensing up, whether we drive while we driving or even when we on the phone, holding our phone. Excuse me. You know, stuff like that, man. But you know, that's just a little list I made. There's a lot more symptoms out there, but hopefully any of those that I just rattled off, you know what I'm saying, that won't freak you out to the point where you'll think something terribly wrong with you, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't no doctor. Always go to the doctor and get yourself checked, you know, because something could be wrong, you know what I mean? But 9 times out of 10 it's not. It's all in your subconscious and it's all in your head. But just like I say, this is serious, you know what I'm saying? To me, you know, a lot of people make fun of me or tell me I'm tripping or overreacting, man. The hell with all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is real. Mental health is real. And just because you don't got it or you don't deal with it or you don't understand it, that don't mean it's not a real thing, you know what I'm saying? So, like I say, y'all just, and I'm here, you know, anybody ever want to message me or call me, just reach out. Because I deal with this every day. I'm doing pretty good at understanding what it is, but I still have my moments where I bug out and I be wanting somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you feeling some type of way, you don't understand it, whether you've been dealing with it for years or it's something that just happened recently and you don't understand it, hit me up, man. We could talk. And, you know, I'm here for y'all, you know what I'm saying? And just holler at me, man. Just about to get back on these videos, so y'all got any questions or whatever, like I say, hit me up, leave a comment, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to share this to my Facebook, from my YouTube page. Check me out at JNono on YouTube. Subscribe, please subscribe and please share, man, because we got a lot of people out here who don't, they look at mental health as something that's a more suburban illness when it's really just a all around people illness, man. Anybody can, you know, PTSD, that shit just ain't for people that's in the military, you know what I'm saying? Niggas from the hood, you know, single moms, you know what I'm saying? Like domestic violence survivors, you know what I mean? Like victims of rape, and I mean, just all that shit is tied and tuned in to the same tree, you know what I'm saying? Just different branches. So, like I say, man, I know a little bit about this, you know what I'm saying? I've been dealing with it for years. I do a lot of studying, I watch a lot of videos, so, you know, if you confused about something and you don't want to Google it, don't Google, holler at me or go to YouTube. YouTube got a lot of videos too. But like I say, check me out, JNono on YouTube, the real JNono at Gmail. And like I said, I'm gonna share this to my page. Hopefully y'all will share it. And you know, y'all have a good night, man. Be easy. Peace out.